I'm Father Casey, and I welcome you all to our YouTube channel, The Fourth Magi. In this week's Gospel, Jesus says two very important things to us. One, that we are the salt of the earth, and we are also the light of the world. Two very important substances in anybody's life. But what does Jesus mean by that we're salt? Well, what does salt do? Well, I don't know about you, but when I'm cooking in the kitchen, I make sure that I've got a little salt, because salt adds flavor. It enhances the food that you can add it to. Now, if you put too much salt in the food, it tastes horrible. And if you don't add any salt to many foods, it tastes horrible. So salt is very important, but it has to be just right. Salt does make things better if used in proportion. Well, what does Jesus mean by that? He means that we are to enhance people's lives. And how do we do that? We do that by doing the things that are laid out in the first reading from the prophet Isaiah. That when we actually feed the hungry and give drink to the thirsty and clothing to the naked, and we look out for the poor and the homeless, then we are enhancing people's lives. We are flavoring the world, in effect, as a Christian. And that's what Jesus is saying. If you're going to be my follower, this is our mission, to add flavor and enhance the world by the Christian values that we live out. Because Jesus says that it is our deeds that are most important, not our good intentions and not our good thoughts, but the things that we actually do. And those are all things that we do, feeding the hungry and so on. And then Jesus says that we are the light of the world. Well, light is very important, because without light, what happens? We're in the darkness. We can't see. We stumble. We fall. We have no idea where we're going. And so we need light to show us where we are and where we're going. And that is what Jesus teaches us when he lays out the way. This is the way that will lead to the kingdom of heaven. Feeding the hungry, giving drink to the thirsty, clothing to the naked, housing to the homeless, and so on. When we do those things, then we are a light in this world, showing others this is the way to live. This is the way to treat one another. Because when we treat others this way, we are loving them, which is what Jesus asks us to do. So, maybe this week we'll think more about the sodium chloride in our diet and whether it enhances and flavors our food, or maybe it's a little bit too much. Just like Christians can be a little bit too much when they're pounding their fist and telling other people how bad they are. That's not what we're called to do. Maybe we'll realize that we, like salt, are to enhance the lives of others. And we have to ask ourselves, am I enhancing the lives of others? Or am I flavorless? Am I a light to others? Do others look to me and they see what Christ wants them to see? Or do they see what the world wants them to see? Well, it's up to us. We are called to be salt and light. Whether we choose to be or not, well, that's the question. So good luck this week, and may you be flavorful, and may you shed light in other people's lives.